What new game release are you looking forward to the most and why? Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. The world in that is 1:1 scale, and you can visit your house or wherever, literally any country, the smallest or biggest country ever. I've never played a flight sim in my life, but I watched some videos on this recently, and my goodness does it look amazing. Stunning graphics, but the scale of it is mind-blowing. Cyberpunk 2077. And why? Cyberpunk 2077. Destroy all humans. Played the chiz out of that when I was a kid. Can't wait for the remake. Is it completely remade or just a remaster? Kerbal Space Program 2. The first game was, and still is, amazing. The mechanics of the game, the way it teaches science, while having fun, and its extremely wholesome community is extremely impressive. All of this came from a company not even dedicated to game development. The sequel? Developed by a proper game developing company. The developers are truly caring about the game, many of which have spent thousands of hours in the original, building on the successes of the original, while also adding a whole new dimension to the game. Amazing graphics, new planets, colonies, and multiplayer? How can one not be excited? In my astronautics class in college, people literally used it to simulate and check their homework for topics like Hohmann transfers and gravity astes. It's amazing how much it teaches you while still being incredibly fun. Elden Ring. Lol by GRRM, and made by FromSoft, who made my favorite game of all time. No gameplay shown yet, but I'm still looking forward to it. How bad it was, that dude disintegrating from the stress of whatever he was forging. The next indie game which I become obsessed with, dig 200 hours into, and then suddenly drop, after I've sufficiently worried my friends and family. I don't know what it is yet. I just know it's coming. Did anyone say Factorio? Or Satisfactory, which is also highly addictive. Also, Terraria, Journey's End comes out this month. Just saying. Does Flight Simulator 2020 count as a game? Edit. Wow. Thanks for the platinum, gold and silver. Glad to see others are as excited as I'm for this release. I'm really looking forward to it too. I'm curious of how comfortably it will be playing with Spark's pad and my internet connection. Whether it would be enough to download the scenery while flying. I'd really love to take a 12H flight in this game at least once. D. Baldur's Gate 3 by Larian Studios. I loved Divinity 2 Original Sin and felt that its systems would work brilliantly for D&D. Turns out I was right, and it'll be the best RPG to come out in years. Edit. Fixing typo. Second edit. Gamma Player BG3 Yao 2. This game is going to be amazing. I can't wait. Dying Light 2. I loved the first Dying Light, one of my favorite games still. I still play it, it's so good. Age of Empires 4th AoE was the first computer game I really got into, and I've enjoyed each installment since. AoE 3 and the expansions were a blast, so I've been checking in on news of AoE 4th every year or so for over a decade. Anyone who had the original hard copy edition of AoE 3 knows that the included pamphlet had a teaser for 4th. And that was like 2005/6. That pamphlet showed an AoE 4 set around the World Wars. The current 4 being developed starts medieval again. Ghost of Tsushima, just the setting and how vast an open world it's gonna be gets me excited. I think the fact that they are being historical and avoiding any magic/fantasy is refreshing and makes me curious about how the combat/dueling system is gonna work. I'm sad this was so far down on the list. I'm also extremely excited for this game. I loved Sucker Punch's infamous games, and they've been working on this game so long, I hope it's good. The E3 trailer from a couple years ago sold me on the game just from an aesthetic point of view. Looks like it's going to be Red Dead Alliance Creed in feudal Japan. That's badder. Edit. Wow, this comment blew up. Well, now it's higher up, so I'm happy, haha. Elder Scrolls 6. Still have a while to wait, but damn if I'm not excited already. When you say a while, do you mean like 2024 or 2021? Cyberpunk 2077. Love the look of the gamma play so far. Can see CD Projekt Red really making a masterpiece of a game. Main reason for it would be I love the aesthetics and possibilities within the game. This game has been in development since before May 2012. I hope it's good. Terraria 1.4. It's not necessarily a new game release, but I think it still counts. 13 days to go. Hollow Knight. Silksong Hollow Knight is one of the few games which have extremely high polish, a good world building, tight gameplay and amazing environmental storytelling. Add to that a discount level launch price and free DLC. If Team Cherry keeps that quality up, then I will be in heaven. If Team Cherry keeps up the quality, this is the developer that was trying to make a DLC and accidentally created a full sequel. I don't think it's an if at this point. The sequel to Breath of the Wild. Bot W, the second open world game I've ever played. First being Minecraft, has interesting characters and a decent story with fun gameplay. I'm hoping the same, if not better for the second one. Deleted. Horizon Zero Dawn 2. I'd have to say the first was my absolute favorite game. I can't wait to see where the story goes next. There's a sequel planned. Edit. I'm very informed now, thanks for the answers guys and gals. Grand Theft Auto 6. Okay, so here is my prediction. It's going to be Cottonmouth, Tampa, Florida, conjoined with Vice City, Miami, Florida, and with ability to visit Las Venturas, Vegas, and anywhere city, Mexican City. Based on leaked characters called the Mexican, I believe we are going to be focused on cartels from South America, Mexico, and Mayfair in casinos. In this way the casino scene get a reboot with multiple casinos, which you can own, and we touch a current topic of crime, cartels. Main job will be rising the ranks of the cartel business. Kerbal Space Program 2. New rockets, new engines, new planets, new systems, base building. And I think there's online gameplay. Loved the original. I still play the enhanced edition for PS4. Kerbal Space Program 2 got major chills the first time I watched the trailer. I still listen to the music. Can't wait for it to be released, but am totally fine with them delaying release to get everything right. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I've always been a big fan of the Assassin's Creed games and am pumped, because playing as a Viking sounds pretty cool. I've never played any, but I love Viking/Nordic mythology games, so I'm pumped. Battle for Bikini Bottom Rahid rated. I've never played the original. Have a Wii, but no GameCube adapter or controller. I've heard great things about it, and like other games like Mario Odyssey, I've heard great things about the game, and love that they're adding back unused stuff like the Robo Squidward boss. Edit. Damn. I didn't realize so many people were excited for this game. Edit 2. Since apparently so many people weren't aware of it, the game comes out on June 23rd. So you have made the right choice. I had the game when I was younger and still remember it being good. Halo Infinite. The leaks makes it sound so different from other Halos and I don't know if I'm scared or thrilled. Guess it'll all come down to the execution. Crusader Kings 3. CK2 is one of my favorite ever games. Also it feels like ages since I spent 20 billion quid on DLC, so that's an added bonus. I love story building games, but I just couldn't put in the effort to master the learning curve of CK2. I remember watching a 2-hour tutorial on YouTube and was completely lost. Lego Skywalker Saga Reddit. I forgot the why. Because I love Star Wars and I love how they're finally making it into an open world Lego game similar to the Marvel superhero/Harry Potter/LOTR games. The original Complete Saga game was alright, but I felt like they had an opportunity to make an open world and they missed it. Is that all 9 games? Horizon Zero Dawn on PC. Always wanted to play it. Would like to hope that it means the console PC crossover will actually happen one day, instead of being only one feature game and a bunch of penny ante releases that need multi-platform coverage to make up their sales. Then if Bloodborne could come out on PC, I could die happy. Titanfall 3, because its movements and actions are good, their storyline it's amazing, and it has a variety of things that make the game so cool. Playing online has its positive things and most importantly it is not pay to win game. Titanfall 2 launched at such a chisty time, but it's my favorite FPS multiplayer this general. Minecraft Dungeons. It looks like a really fun, cute-as-y game that I'll enjoy quite a bit. I just hope it doesn't fall prey to the easiness curse of Diablo 3rd. Looking forward to this a great deal. I play Minecraft W my daughter, and we are stoked. Metroid Prime 4 and Breath of the Wild 2. I can't believe I had to scroll this far down to see MP4 mentioned. I've been waiting for a real Metroid game for years. I just got an emulator on my little Surface Pro I got for my business, just so I could relive MP1 and 2 on the GamerCube. That Harry Potter RPG that was teased a few years ago. Dude, I would do anything for that game. I would swear off all other games for Harry Potter. I would burn my hair for this game. I would sell my car for this game. I will buy a portable toilet to place it in front of my TV for this game. I will lose my mind for this game. Or just the idea of it. The rest of Deltarune. I'm excited to see where it goes. To quote Toby Fox himself, making the demo of Deltarune took a few years. I have absolutely no estimation of its completion. It could take up to 999 years depending on the efficiency level. There was a game Arcane Studios put out a trailer for called Deathloop that looked really awesome at the last E3. I've not heard a word about it since that trailer, but it had a really interesting central idea: two aliens trapped in an endless cycle of killing one another, a retro-futuristic art style, and is being made by the developer of Prey, which I really enjoyed. So I have a lot of faith in this one being really solid. Saw a lot of Cyberpunk 2077 and Hollow Knight Silksong here, which are both on my list of let's buy that one as soon as we can, but I don't hear much about Deathloop since it was announced. You might know about the series already, but you should check out Dishonored. It's made by Arcane too. Super Mario Odyssey 2 Baby. Is that actually coming? I loved the first one. It really captured that fun feeling I got playing Mario games as a kid. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, an epic JRPG finally getting the HD port it deserves. I've only heard great things about the series. Can't wait to try it for myself. Hopefully Dragon Age 4. Shame they scrapped the original concept for it to work on Anthem, which failed spectacularly, before moving the devs back to DA4 with different ideas. As much as I want to be excited for a DA4, I'm worried for how it'll turn out. EA hasn't got the best track record. Fallout 5. I said what I said, so sue me. I hope Bethesda learned from Fallout 76. Hollow Knight Silksong. Hopefully it'll come out this year and I'm super hyped about it. The sequel of Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. That game is not everyone's favorite, but I think the developers made really good work here with the thematic and sound and representation of people with a psychological disability. Also the graphics of it makes the game being considered an indie AAA. Never expected a new title of Hellblade, so I hope it doesn't play worse than the first one. Hellblade was simply an amazing media experience. I don't even care too much whether it was a good game. Experiencing it with headphones on a big TV left me breathless, and there is simply nothing else like it in any medium. It's a better argument for games as an art form than most of the examples people usually point to. Next series in the Elder Scrolls and Last of Us 2. I've been playing Oblivion for the past week, and I hope the next Elder Scrolls adds some of the complexity and options Oblivion has. Maybe not go full Morrowind on us. The Last of Us Second Why. To see the shitstorm that will ensue. Finally, I had to scroll so far to find this one. Super Mario 2 Baby. Just do the previous KO tours, but with even better gameplay and better graphics. Halo Infinite. It's been around 5 years since Halo 5's release. Even if it's not perfect, Halo was one of the first games that I was ever really hooked on, and every new release brings back the feelings of excitement of the original. Well said. 343. I get a lot of hate, but I'm excited to see what Infinite brings. I'll always be happy to play a new Halo title. Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2, because playing through it and not having more for a couple years is tough. I'm on chapter 14 and finished 23 of 26 side quests over the past week. I can't stand the thought of waiting for the sequels. The original game was great, but the remake is beyond what I was expecting. All 3 lead characters outside of Cloud are so much more fleshed out of. Even Cloud is more likable as the game progresses. Edit. Can I have a Final Fantasy game of nothing but side quests? I think GTA 6 will be awesome. Can't wait to play it. Orming they don't design the online around the shark cards and griefing. Act Valhalla. Love open world, multi-hundreds of hours of gameplay. Second is Elden Ring for the same reasons. Third is Ghosts of Tsushima, which is also open world. Read that as Animal Crossing, Valhalla. I'm interested. Microsoft Flight Simulator. It looks so good. I wish I had a beast PC to enjoy it. I'm not even gonna get it cause I'd probably get 20 FPS at lowest settings. Paralives. It's an indie life sim like the Sims franchise. Been a Sims fan since I was a kid, but I've been finding Sims 4 really boring. The game just doesn't feel the same as it used to. Paralives looks so cool, and I'm on the edge of my seat for this game. But so much feels too good to be true. Like the promises they make are things I can't picture EA doing if their families' lives were on the line. They promise basically things like every typical Sims expansion all in the base edition of their game. They promise things The Sims was never able to accomplish. If this game is everything they say it is, it's going to blow away the Sims franchise completely, and basically every household with a PC will own this game. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe and TES6. I loved Stanley Parable. Can't wait to see what they do in the DX version. STALKER2. Want to see what's new on the zone. Finally someone said that. Diablo 4 but only if it's still couch co-op. My wife plays Diablo 3 with me and we are a bit burned out on it RN. That and Elder Scrolls 6. I have high hopes for that one. We've been playing a lot too. We are up around 700 Paragon. Have you found any other good couch co-op? Vampire: The Masquerade, Bloodlines 2. Also the PC release of The Outer Worlds. EA's VTMB2. The Dark Pictures Anthology. Little Hope. I loved playing Until Dawn. It has to be my favorite choice-driven interactive drama, survival horror games. Being able to make choices that affect the characters and outcome of the game along with jump scares and a great story made it really stand out to me. It's a game we play yearly on stream with the community and some of the outcomes have been crazy. When I heard the creators of Until Dawn were releasing a new game called Little Hope, the trailer blew me away. I have a feeling this is going to be one of those games that sticks with me. Have you played Man of Medan? You hadn't mentioned in your post. It's the first of 6 installments in the Dark Pictures anthology. Little Hope is installment 2. I too loved the gamma play of Until Dawn and have Man of Medan on my list of games I need to play. Baldur's Gate 3 because there's not enough D&D in the world. And I love Divinity Original Sin 2, which BG3 is built upon, game-wise, whilst using D&D things. Half-Life 3. One day. At least Alex is excellent. Duck Jeff though. Horizon Zero Dawn 2. Elden Ring. Metroid Prime 4. It will release. Eventually. I can't wait to play this with my grandchildren. Seriously, I just wanna play it so bad. Lego Star: The Skywalker Saga. I will be interested to see if any levels are reused. Some of the LSW1 levels were quite short. Breath of the Wild sequel, because it's the sequel to one of the greatest games ever made. Half-Life 3. Outdoor Living Experience 2. Zero release date early 2021. I hear their development practices are kinda sketchy. You probably shouldn't get it on release day. Wait and see if anyone reports that it contains a virus. Assassin's Creed Valhalla looks ducking sick. Odyssey is one of my favorite recent games, so I'm super excited for Valhalla. Overwatch 2 BC, it's apparently going to include a story mode and that's all I've ever wanted lol. So I can't wait. Agreed. Even though it's basically an expansion to the first game, I wanted to co-op so bad. Elden Ring. Dark Souls but with an open world and a Viking aesthetic, with world building by GRRM. Yes please. World building by GRRM and Miyazaki. Let's not pretend Miyazaki hasn't been one of the best video game world builders of the last few years. Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5. Duck Fallout 76. That thing sucks, Rick. I'm done with Elder Scrolls and Fallout until they drop that dog chiz engine. Does an update count? Terraria 1.4, baby. Horizon Zero Dawn for the PC. Haven't had a PlayStation since 2. So many exclusives, but Sony gotta sell them consoles, so yeah. God of War 2. Because come here boy, I can't afford $60 for a game. Instead, I buy 12 games on Steam for $5 each and only ever play one of them. Deltarune Chapter 2. I finished the game over 30 times. Edit. Well, this blew up. Thank you so much. Super Mario Sunshine for the Switch later this year. I loved that game as a younger lad, and it would be awesome to see it again, especially remastered. Sons of the Forest. I was a huge fan of The Forest and its playstyle, and the sequel is supposed to be the same but bigger in every way. Edit. I was one of the first like 5 people to comment. Where's my upvotes at Mayo? Hitel. Ghost of Tsushima, cause it's coming out sooner than the other ones I wanna play. Spider-Man PS5. The next Mario Kart game. As someone that got MK8 at release on Wii U, it's been damn long since I got new levels. Really needs an update. The Last of Us 2 and Cyberpunk 2077. I have a few. I'm looking forward to Avengers 8. I've been waiting for a Avengers game forever, and it looks promising. I can't wait to play as the Hulk. At Valhalla will be interesting, because it's a new time period to get into and learn about Cyberpunk. I played the Witcher games, love it, and I wanna see what else they can do. Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, just an improvement on the old one, brilliant. Cyberpunk 2077 has had my attention for a while. Love that aesthetic, and it looks incredible. However, my new obsession is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I love Norse mythology and the last game brought me back to the franchise and absolutely loved it. Breath of the Wild 2 when it comes out. Paralives, because I'm hoping they won't be like EA and release what could be considered a beta life simulator then force you to pay for everything else. Imagine trying to say that pets shouldn't come included with a life simulator. If their game was incomplete, then they should have added more in free updates. I guess I can understand stuff like mermaids, vampires, magic, and aliens being extra, but other than that, it was normal stuff that should be included for free. I'm also hoping that Witchbrook, a game being produced by publishers by Stardew Valley, will be good. That probably won't come anytime soon, though. Cities, Skylines 2 or whatever they decide to call it. Hopefully, it will have bigger maps, better simulation, and less lag. Honestly, if they fix the lag with large cities, I would buy full price again for the same game. There's a reason I'm still playing Pharaoh plus Cleopatra from 1999. It doesn't lag or crash. Maybe I'll be able to load my 100k city by 2040 as hardware gets better. The new Breath of the Wild thingy. Breath of the Mask, P. Humankind. I just want an uncartoon version of Civ 6. It looks like they tried to make Civ a casual gamer's game. A game that has the strapline "one more turn" was never gonna be a casual gamer's game. Let's get some decent graphics and a better late game. I'm surprised it took me so long to find Humankind. I just want more Civ-like games. One more turn. Halo Infinite. Cause well, it's Halo. Nothing else need be said. Minecraft 2 Electric Boogaloo. Star Citizen. I just want Persona 5 Scramble. I'm greedy, I want a Persona 6, but I know we're gonna have to let Atlas milk the duck out to Persona 5 first. The Last of Us Part 2, even though I can't afford to play it, the original one is by far one of the most beautiful games ever made on a subject as overrated as a zombie apocalypse. And I've been waiting for Part 2 ever since the first came out. In case you haven't heard, major spoilers have been leaked all over the internet. Be careful to avoid them. due to how much controversy it's getting. Last of Us Part 2. So many people have spoiled the game for themselves, but what many people forget is that Naughty Dog has consistently made great games and has a tendency to trick their audience through reveal/demo trailers. I'm expecting a great game, even if many others won't think so. Not The Last of Us 2. Oh my, you watched until the end? That's fucking awesome, dude. Thanks for watching.